And open.
10. This one's cool. This is really cool. This is 10.
Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna show how to make custom Halloween posters using just vinyl wrap. Then, at the end of the video, we're gonna surprise my fiance with them because she loves Halloween. But before you can start creating your piece of art, you need to wrap over something solid that will act as the base. For us, we're gonna be using these. These are just pieces of pre-cut acrylic with a protective layer on them. I'm pretty sure you can pick these up from like any plastic manufacturer and they're about $5 each. As far as colors go, there's a bunch of different options, especially in that Halloween theme. So 3M, we're under the 3M right here. There's a ton of different oranges there. There's also some greens. KPMF is more limited in the greens and oranges, but there's a lot of purples, which we're gonna be using purple. And Avery has more of the reds, so we don't really need that much red for the ones we're doing. We're gonna be focusing on green, purple, orange, and black. First thing we need to do is prep the surface. So obviously we need to peel off all these protective layers. I initially thought these were clear pieces of acrylic, but they actually have a blue tint. Honestly, it's not a big deal because we're wrapping over it, but it's good to know that you can get them in different colors. So these are all done, all completely unwrapped, and now it's time to add the base color. Give the pieces a quick wipe down with 70% isopropyl alcohol just to remove any dirt or contaminants before wrapping. If you're gonna try this at home, please make sure you pick up the right vinyl. There are tons of different brands available, but what you need is air release vinyl, not craft vinyl. Air release allows all the bubbles trapped under the vinyl to escape when you're squeegeing the vinyl down. All the automotive vinyl I use in the shop has air release technology, so I just stuck with automotive vinyl for this project. I'm using KPMF, 3M, and Vivid. I know in previous videos I said Vivid is difficult for beginners, but for small projects like this, it's really not bad. Because we're not printing this design, each individual color will be a new layer of vinyl. First, we add our base color, then the colors of the design will be stacked on top. It's quite an involved process, but it's way cheaper than buying a plotter and printer. The major expense is purchasing a Cricut to cut out the designs, which I'll show later. I actually messed up installing this green vinyl and I had to use some heat and pick it up after it was already laid down. But I want to show you why that's a bad idea when you're installing vinyl. We got all the base layers down, and as far as the brands I use, let's go in order. We have KPMF, Vivid, this is also Vivid, and this is 3M. I mentioned I made a mistake when I was applying the green, and if you look right here, if I get a good angle, you can kind of see a little line that curves like this. So you can see it a bit right there. I'm gonna lift it up, and you'll see what happens when you lift up vinyl that's already been applied. It leaves a mark, and the finish isn't perfect. So see that? See how there's a diagonal line going through? My design for this one is going to cover that up, so I'm not worried. But if that was on a car, it would be very frustrating. Now it's time to add the designs on top. I loaded my designs onto the Cricut and let the machine do all the work. I'm using the Cricut Maker 3 for this project. Yes, it's expensive if you're on a tight budget, but it's definitely worth the investment if you're going to regularly cut out decals. Right now, the designs don't look like anything because we need to weed them. That's just a fancy way of saying we need to remove all the excess material that's been cut out. Although this part is tedious, it's also the most satisfying because you get to see your design come to life. To apply the design to the bases we wrapped earlier, we need to use transfer paper to keep the design intact. It is possible to move every piece of vinyl individually, but the design will lose its shape and it will take you 10 times as long. All done. I'm actually really happy with how they came out. These two are the easier of the two to make, and these two are the more difficult ones. And what makes it difficult is just the amount of effort. I mentioned at the beginning that we're not printing this. These are just cut decals. So every time you see a new color, that means it's a new piece of vinyl. We have our base colors for all of them. So purple there, orange, green, and white. That's pretty obvious. But next is how many colors are in the decals or in the design. Here we just have one. It's just white. Okay, so it's just one piece of vinyl. Here, again, only one color, but this time it's black vinyl, so just one piece of black vinyl. Here, there's two colors now. So we have the black vinyl that we put first, and then we have the pink, which we laid over top, and then you just trim around the original design to make it look like it's tucked behind the zombie. Same thing here. We laid the cat and the skeleton first, then we put the orange decal on top, trimmed around the cat, and it looks like it's behind that complex design. Now we just got to get Marilyn over here so we can get her reaction. Okay, close your eyes. We're going to start with this one. Keep your eyes closed, put your hands out. I'm going to hand you something. Okay, open your eyes.
Cute! Wait, this is so cute. Boo. Oh, I love that.
One piece of Halloween art.
That's so cool. This is made with vinyl?
Yep. Rate them 1 to 4 without seeing what comes next. Where do you think this one is?
You're setting me up because if I put this at the top, then it could be, there's more that are. Okay, I'm going to put this at 4.
The worst.
Well, it's because purple. And purple's not my
Okay.
favorite color. But it's very cute. It's very cute. I don't want people to be like, she's so ungrateful. That's not, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just, if there's 4, right? I got to give them a chance.
Okay, we're going to go in order and do this one next. And open.
10. This one's cool. This is really cool. This is 10. This is so sick.
So it's number 1.
This is my number 1.
Okay.
I love pumpkins.
Number 3. Close your eyes, hands out. And open.
What?
That one is good. That's my favorite one.
Nom, like he's hungry. I like that. Okay, I wish I put this stuff first. It would have been this one's first, the pumpkin second, and then booze 4. But I don't know what the last one is. Maybe that one's first. But this one's really sick. I like this
Okay,
one a lot.
last one.
Cute. Meow. This one he did because I love cats.
Yep.
I love that. Is that you and Lily?
He's bald like me.
That's cute. I like this one too. Okay, can I re-rank them?
Yeah, now rank.
Can
them.
I come
Okay,
over here?
yeah.
So first of all, these look wild all together. Like what? Hello? They look incredible. I actually think my order stays the same. I lied. It's the same.
Pumpkin, zombie, skeleton, boo. So yeah, you can put these in picture frames or you can leave them the way they are. I mean, they're very sturdy. It's just solid acrylic.
These are so cool. My family loves Halloween and we decorate, we go all out, but these are gonna be put to good use. I knew he was up to something because he kept saying he needed orange and green vinyl and I was like, what are you doing? But I love these. I can't wait to use these.
So you want to close out this video?
Yes. My closing out to this video is I'm excited for Halloween. And if you guys want more like cool stuff like this, let us know because there's a lot that can be done.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.